Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. This end of day report is for trading on Tuesday, April the 17th, 2018, with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist. Jumping right into things, looking at the Bitcoin futures chart, you can see that the market has been struggling the last couple of days. Here in the weekly, the market's been pulling back a little bit, but there's a high chance that momentum can lock back in on the weekly chart and the market can continue retracement mode, which would take prices back up to 10,287. That is, if the current rally doesn't get sold off. We know that Bitcoin can be quite volatile, so anything goes. Right now, though, the market seems to be hugging the momentum line. It needs to really close above 8,028 this week if it's going to continue the bull run. Fair to do so would invite the bears to come back in and beat this back into the ground again. Looking at the stock index futures, we'll turn our attention there. All right, so turning our attention to the Dow futures, you see the stock indexes appears to still be in rally mode, getting a little overbought here, a little long in the tooth, but still powering up nonetheless. Looks like the market wants to try to regain some traction and wants to put in a short-term bottom, bouncing off the trend line here, but it's done this before. Back here, bounced off the trend line only to come down and revisit the trend line again. So we don't know just yet what's going to happen, but we do have rampage coming up that I was telling you about. So looks like the market's going to try to maintain and lock back in again. And so far, it just needs to close about 24,404, and it should be able to do that. So right now, longs are in control of the market. The bulls have control. Nothing bearish on the chart to speak about. Taking a look at the NASDAQ 100, also powering up even more so than the Dow. Getting into that overbought. May try to lock in like it did back here and ran. If that happens, all things being equal, the 72.1450 is going to be taken out. All things being equal, like I said, unless some kind of way the rallies get sold. Market has had problem with 7,000 though. 7,000 and 7,100 have proven to be a very tough zone for the NASDAQ 100. Let's see if this time can turn the tide. We'll see. All right. Taking a look at the E-mini S&P 500. All right. Same thing. It's like the Dow. Market's trying to gallop away, trying to run away here. We'll see if the market can keep it up. Looking at the Russell. All right. Here's the Russell. Even looking stronger, a little bit more stronger than the NASDAQ. All right. Markets are jumping out in front here. All right, a lot of earnings coming out. Earnings season's underway, so market's looking like it wants to run. All right, bulls are in control of the equity market. Looking at crude oil pulled back again. You can see here on the weekly chart. All right, still strong though. All right, looks like it wants to test that old high of 67.75 that it just made, and I think it's going to have no problem crushing through it and galloping to 70 bucks. All right, taking a look here at natural gas, still hugging that positive 270 line, having problems though getting up to 280. That's where overhead resistance so far is at currently. All right, taking a look here at the bonds, 145 is the hangout. It's the new hangout, hugging the momentum line here. The market can close above 145.12 this week. It opens the door for retest of that 146.26 resistance right hither. Taking a look at the US dollar. All right. Market's hanging around that 89 handle. So it's still within the acceptable range of 89 to 91. Just don't see that changing anytime in the near future, but you never know. Market could pull away. It looks like we're oversold, Market is flatlined at this point. We'll see if it get any real conviction to the downside. If it does, then we could see a little bit more movement down, but I don't think so. I think the market's it's happy right where it's at. All right, taking a look now at gold and silver. Looking at the gold chart, you see how gold pulled back. Like I said, it's still in this trade range, just cannot break out of this range. Gold is going to really need a nice close above 1369.40. If it can close above 1369.40, then it can break out of this range and actually start trending again and catch the rampage out here in between August and September. So still in a range. Just when you get excited, you see that not too much is going on. Still bullish though. Bulls are in control of the market. Silver is a different story. Silver is really trying to position itself to go pulse waving. I think silver, since it's been the stepchild in the precious metals, it's looking like it really wants to get ready to run here. I did put out an alert that this is on strong watch. We did get triggered into the longs on the silver, and I am liking what I'm seeing here. On the daily, it's in the Kumo cloud, trying to get back up to the upper range. Let me pull that up on the BIX chart here so you can see the massive pointer on the daily chart. All right, and that pointer is right here. All right, April the 11th. And that pointer is topside the Kumo cloud. I believe that is exactly where price is headed. It wants to break out above the Kumo cloud and get back above 17. All right, I know it has some work to do, but being that the longs triggered in this situation, I think that the positive momentum is going to help push it. I know it's coming up against resistance at 1683 and below the Kumo cloud right here, that $17 mark. But this is good for a retest to see if the market can get conviction behind it, see if the bulls can really snag control of this market. They failed back here and they failed back here. All right, third time's the charm. If it can do it this time, I think we could see a serious run out of here, maybe even get as high as 18. So longs have triggered in the silver, and we're going to hold this with good stops and see what can happen here. All right, so fingers crossed. Let's see if this time, third time's the charm. See if we can get something going here in the silver. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Hack. Hack is powering up, folks. We have a new high in Hack now, 37.01, and it looks like it wants to run to 38. So it's on fire right now. And right now it looks like it's time to accumulate some positions in the Hack. As you can see here, it's looking like it wants to lock in. All right, if it locks in, it's good for at least a $2 run. So I think we're going to get here somewhere in the neighborhood around 40 bucks. So Hack is definitely on fire right now. All right, with that being said, remember pulsewavetrading.com. If you want to get on board with these rally alerts and crash alerts, know when the markets are turning and exactly what price points, so that you can get ahead of the algorithms, learn what the central banks don't want you to know. 7-day free trial right now, pulsewavetrading.com. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.